feels like a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Like the water is going down this vortex and it's in the middle of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a whirlpool.
What does it feel like? Does it feel good?
It feels so right. It feels just it's like it like wants me to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go with it?
Yeah, honestly.
Very good. Let's go. Let's go down that waterfall and see what happens.
I kind of went into it, and now I'm in this place which looks like a earth, but
Mm-hmm.
very, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And there are very colorful flowers, and all the colors are very intense. And there's a lot of rainbow colors, and everything looks beautiful and peaceful. It it looks so nice and magical and beautiful, and like I came up in this different world.
Mm-hmm. And
Everything
why
is
are you
so
here?
nice. Everything's so nice here, and why am I here? And I hear rejuvenate.
Uh-huh. Very good.
And all
Allow
this
yourself to rejuvenate.
all the stuff around me, the nature and the grass, the flowers, the trees, everything is like happy to see me.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so good. It feels so good, so at home, so safe. I'm laying down on this grass and I see this flower right in front of my face, and it's like talking to me, telling me that everything's okay and I can relax now and recharge my energy, soak up the good beneficial energy, feel good, rest. I'm just laying there and I feel so good, so calm. It's like so pure and so clear and so it's making me so like a crystal, I'm so clear like a crystal myself. It feels so good.
Beautiful. Is this a place you can come in the future if you need to?
Yes,
Very good.
yes, they're telling me that I can come anytime I want.
You know the way. Allow yourself to remember how you came to this place through the vortex in your heart.
Yes.
Very good. That's wonderful. Is there anything else we can heal you from in this beautiful place?
I'm getting a message that we have to revisit the event first.
Mm-hmm. The same event,
No, it's
another
another,
event. Okay.
yes.
Are you ready to go to that other event?
Yes.
Very good. Now, I will count from 5 to 1 and let's go to that other event that you need to revisit. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5, floating and drifting through space and time. 4, to that event that you need to revisit. 3, allowing all the emotions, all the feelings, and all the information to surface. 2, coming closer and closer now. and 1. Be there now. What's happening?
I see like a hospital operating room type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. There's a bed in the middle.
Are you on the bed?
No, I just I'm little. I'm like I don't know, 8, 9,
Mm-hmm.
most 10. I don't know. So I'm like young, and this nurse and this doctor are there, and they brought me into this room, and the nurse she took off my clothing, and they're naked, and they're telling me to lay down on this bed. I climb on the bed, and I'm like asking them why and what's gonna happen, and they're saying that everything is okay, just to relax, just lay down, make yourself comfortable. They're putting a sheet to cover me, like a blanket, but my feet and my arms are out right now, and they're strapping me to this bed, and I'm starting to get nervous,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm asking why they're doing this, and they say they don't want me to be moving, and they're strapping my head too. This is starting to feel weird,
Mm-hmm.
and and I'm laying there strapped to this bed right now, and they're saying that they're going to inject me with something, but everything's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe them?
I'm starting to get suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to feel fear.
What happens next?
They're injecting me with this thing. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me hot from inside. It's making me hot from inside, and I'm starting to
Making you
shake.
hot. Mm-hmm.
My body starts to shake and convulse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm screaming, and there's a foam coming out of my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trashing, and I'm starting to throw up, and like almost choking on my throw up. They unhooked my head,
Mm-hmm.
and they're unhooking me. They're unhooking me from these straps. They need to put me on the side so I don't choke. And I'm throwing up. I'm throwing up, and I'm trashing, and my body feels so hot inside, burning, and I'm trashing, and it's burning in my stomach and my throat.
Is this happening because of the injection, or is this an
Yes,
abnormal?
yes.
Did they expect this to happen?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they injected in me.
Mm-hmm.
I hear mustard gas.
Mustard gas?
Yeah,
Why would they do that?
they're just experimenting. They're checking
Mm-hmm.
the effects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I collapsed. I think I'm so exhausted that but I'm still convulsing. My body's convulsing because I'm like throwing up, and I'm getting like these like hive. I don't know how to say this in English. Hives, or like
Mhm.
this sensation of needing to throw up more, but you don't have anything to throw up with.
Mhm. While all of this is happening, we are in the lifetime of Joanna?
No.
We're not in the lifetime of Joanna. Okay, very good. What is your name here?
What's my name? What is my name? I hear Alice.
Alice. Very good. Very good. And where are you? Is it a real hospital or is it a hospital where they experiment?
This is like a military hospital.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What brought you here? Were you ill that you had to bring?
No,
Let's go back in time now. I'm going to count from 3 to 1 and let's see before you went to the hospital what happened so we can understand. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. Where are you?
I see. I see a group of children. I'm in this group, and we all have shaven heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like the hair is growing out, but we have been their heads been shaved, like very short hair, and we all have the same, like it looks like a pajamas with
Mm-hmm.
stripes, and majority of us barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this group of children, and I'm in this group, and this soldier comes in, but it's not just a soldier. It's like a important. I don't know the ranking of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the insignia on the uniform, but I know it's like a medical doctor,
Mm-hmm.
but he's in a army uniform, and he selected us,
Mm-hmm.
and he's taking us to the hospital.
Do you have any idea why they selected you and the others?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What are they
And
telling you?
they're just telling us that we need to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really explaining anything.
Very good.
And
Mm.
we're following him, and I'm scared. I'm scared.
Okay, let's move back to that scene ahead in time now, but after they unstrapped you and see what happens there. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They've unstrapped you now. What is happening?
I'm laying in a bed
Mm-hmm.
in a big room. There are other beds there. There are other kids in the beds. And I'm laying in this like a metal bed, and I'm I'm laying in like a fetal position, and I'm shaking, and I feel that nausea, and I don't feel good. I feel horrible, and I just want to throw up, but I don't really have anything to throw up with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel horrible, and I feel so weak, so weak. I can't move or make a sound. I don't know if is that must be like you dying or something. I wonder if I'm gonna die from this, what they did to me.
What is happening to you emotionally as you feel this nausea and this weakness?
I have no energy
Mm-hmm.
to feel anything. I just all my I'm like struggling to keep my body alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just feel so tired and
Feeling so tired.
I can't really move or make a sound or call for help.
Mm-hmm.
My mouth is so dry and I feel cold. I have muscle cramps. I feel so tired.
And how is all of this affecting you in the life of Joanna?
She can she can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
She can feel all these feelings in her body.
Yes. Does she need to feel them?
No,
Why is she feeling it? Let's imagine for a moment now that we're going to do a very effective and very quick healing on your entire body, the body of Alice, healing you completely from all of this. Would you like to do that?
yes.
Very good. Let's see now. Where shall we start?
My torso.
Your torso. Very good. What's going on in your torso?
Feels like that poison is still in me.
Mm-hmm. Let's remove all of that poison now. Removing it very safe way, very clean way. Just removing the poison without any side effects, removing and leaving your stomach completely clean and completely healthy. Keep removing that poison. Leave your stomach, the inner lining of your stomach, of all your organs, of your mouth.
I need some help. I can't do this
Very
myself.
good. Let's call in some help. Who would you like us to help you today?
Archangel Michael.
Archangel Michael, very good. Let's call Archangel Michael, please. Would you help poor Alice here and Joanna, helping her to cleanse her of the effects of that lifetime, cleaning out her stomach and strengthening her body. And let us know what's happening.
Yes.
What needs to happen here?
She's so weak right now that she's not. She doesn't have enough energy to do this, so we have to help.
Very good.
I'm attaching. Not attaching. I'm just enveloping her in the light of being strong light, and this light is going from the top of the head down to the bottom of the feet, pushing out all the toxins, all this poison which was injected in this body.
Wonderful.
Making her warm, making her feeling good. Give us a moment.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. And Alice, how are you feeling now?
I feel better. I feel better.
Hmm. What else needs to happen?
The, um, uh, the angels are still working my body.
Hmm. Very good. Just allow them to work. They're beneficial for you, not trying to harm you in any way.
She's we kind of finished this work, but we're still keeping her in this pink light.
Hmm.
And another memory came up.
Hmm. Is it a memory we have to revisit now, or do we still have to work on Alice?
This is Alice, another memory.
Hmm.
Allison's memory. This, she's in an in a tank, like a swimming pool,
Hmm.
which closes. It's like a deprivation chamber, or
Hmm.
so you don't feel any, you don't hear any sounds, or you don't.
Hmm.
She's floating in this water, and the whole body is immersed, except the face.
Hmm.
And she's just floating there. She's a child.
And how old is she?
8 comes to mind.
Hmm.
She's just floating there.
Why is she there?
It's a part of experiment.
Hmm.
The
Oh.
army is doing experiments on children.
Alice, how are you feeling?
I feel good. This is kind of pleasant. I
Hmm.
feel good and peaceful.
Very good. Do you know why you're here?
Um, I don't quite know, but I like it because this is the only place where I can be truly by myself, and I feel peaceful,
Hmm.
and I feel part to be. I am the part of universe.
Hmm.
I feel good.
Very good.
I'm just floating in this thing, and it's pleasant. It's warm, and I can see in the eye of my imagination. I'm like traveling through cosmos.
Hmm.
I see planets.
Are you still
Uh,
inside your body?
no, I left my body,
Hmm.
but I'm not dead. My
Hmm.
body is there in this capsule, and I see the earth. I see some other lights. I see the light. I'm kind of curious about the light.
Hmm.
Oh, it's inviting. I want to go into it.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I'm going into this light.
Hmm. Tell me what happens.
I popped up in this the same place I was before when I went through this vortex in my chest.
Hmm.
I'm in this place, and it's It looks like a almost like an animated place.
Mm-hmm.
It's very friendly, very peaceful, very caring and loving. They're talking to me.
And
They're
who is
happy.
talking? Who is talking to you?
Flowers,
Mm-hmm.
flowers. They're happy to see me. They said that they're saying that they're going to rejuvenate me, like
Mm-hmm.
recharge my energy and add some more energy so I can be stronger.
Mm-hmm. Allow that to happen and tell me what happens next.
I'm still here, but now they're telling me that it's time to go and I have to go, and I in the blink of an eye I kind of like shoot back
Mm-hmm.
to my body, to that chamber,
Mm-hmm.
to that tank,
Thank.
and it opens,
Mm-hmm.
and I see the doctor there with a chart, and he's making some notes,
Mm-hmm.
and I see the nurse coming, and she has a towel for me. I don't know. I'm supposed to get out of the water now.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Mm-hmm. And how
It's
are they treating you?
they're treating me normal, like
Mm-hmm.
everything is okay. I think that I think this is happening before the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And what is it about this place, about this memory that you needed to learn?
I hear connecting to the past life,
Mm-hmm.
past life experiences, and
Very good.
yeah, I'm going. Now I'm being taken back to the big room where all the other kids are and all the other beds are, and I'm just. I feel good. I don't feel any fear, and I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Just
What
going
about
to.
your family? Do you stay with these children? Or do you have a family?
I don't know where my family is. I don't know if I even have a family.
Mm-hmm. What is the earliest memory that you have?
Uh, it comes to mind that I'm 3, and this my mother is holding me and crying and screaming, and this soldier is taking me out of her arms, and I'm screaming
Mm-hmm.
and crying. And he pushed my mom to the ground, and she's hysterical, and I'm hysterical.
Mm-hmm. When you look at
That
your
was,
mom,
that was the last time I seen her.
very good. Let's close that scene and let's go to the next significant scene in that lifetime. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5, going to the next significant scene that we need to revisit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm in this hospital still, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like seems like I'm 4 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting a puzzle together,
Mm-hmm.
but I have all these things hooked up to my head,
I see.
like they're measuring the function of my brain or something.
How does
And
that make you feel?
I feel funny
Mm-hmm.
because I have all these cables like glued to my head, and they're with stickers, and I look funny. It looks like I
Mm-hmm.
have like that's my hair, but it's not my hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cables coming out of. They're like all over my head, like a net,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like it's not hard like a helmet. It's very flexible, uh, very light stuff. I don't feel any pressure. I just feel. I can tell. I feel the sensation where this is glued
Mm-hmm.
to my skin, but there's no pressure or anything. Just I'm just making this puzzle, and I made this puzzle really quick, and like really quick, like
Mm-hmm.
unusually quick, and that's why they're hooked up this stuff to me, and
Mm-hmm.
they gave me new puzzle to do, and I made it, and I put it together really quick.
Mm-hmm. And what does your normal day look like in this place?
Wow, there's this. I see all the kids sitting in the beds in the hospital, in this room where I'm at, and then there is a nurse comes in with a cart, and there are dishes on it, and there's like a oatmeal or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they're giving us this oatmeal like we're eating right now. I like it because sweet. I like the sweetness,
Mm-hmm.
and this is happening. Then after the breakfast, they let us play. They let us play with toys and stuff, and that's usually during that time they come in, and they would choose one or two or sometimes three of us, and take those kids out of the room. And sometimes I don't see the kids coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They come back after 2 days or something. And when you ask them what happened, they don't remember anything.
Mm, I see. What
They,
about
they say
you?
don't know.
When you are taken and you come back, do you remember?
Yes, I do, but I tell them that I don't.
So you're told not to tell anyone?
I can sense it that if I say something, they're going to experiment on me more.
Mm-hmm. I see. Now, after you do this puzzle and another puzzle, what happens next?
They unhook those wires off of my head,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm allowed to go to the bathroom, and I'm allowed to eat. And I'm kind of uh, I'm there in that room with the doctor and the nurse, and I can hear them. I can hear the doctor talking to the nurse.
Mm-hmm. What is he saying?
Uh, that they're gonna experiment on me more.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
Not good,
Not good. Why is that?
because I'm scared. I never know what they're gonna do to me.
Mm-hmm. Is it sometimes
Some
unpleasant?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just play and they have these things hooked up to your head, but
Mm-hmm.
that's like the easiest part.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when they put me in the swimming pool thing, the first time, the capsule, I didn't feel good. Was in panic, but they wouldn't open it.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost felt like I died in that thing, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like I broke through the veil of fear and found myself on the other side, and started to notice that I can get out of this body.
Mm-hmm.
And this way I don't have to deal with the bodily sensations, the fear, all these things, because when I get out, I don't feel that fear.
Mm-hmm.
I feel peaceful and I feel good.
Is this something that you do during other experiments as well? Or only in the tank?
I haven't tried it yet with the other, but I think I should. I'm just so terrified whenever they're around me,
Mm-hmm.
because I never know what they're gonna do to me, and there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
They have physical power over me. They can overpower me easily. And every time I lay down on this bed, they keep strapping me with these leather straps,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't move. I don't like that.
And what is the next experiment? Let's go and see what happens next.
Oh
Let's.
God, they shock my brain with
Mm.
electricity. Oh my God.
What's happening to your body now?
My body is convulsing, and
Mm-hmm.
it's shaking, and there's foam coming out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a jolt of electricity, and it just like I just see this ball of light bouncing off the walls, like it's like a tennis ball. It's just bouncing off the walls uncontrollably.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going all over the place. They're like scrambling my brain with it.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
Disoriented.
Disoriented.
Yeah,
What happens next? Do
I
they
pass
stop?
out. I pass out.
Mm-hmm.
I unhook the machine.
Mm-hmm.
The nurse is wiping my face from the foam, and I can feel her compassion.
Mm-hmm.
She's terrified of these experiments herself,
Mm-hmm.
but she's scared not to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
She can't say anything. She might be killed.
I see.
She's she's helping me. She's tending to my body. She's taking care of my body.
And how is your body now after this experiment? What are the effects?
Um, I feel weak, disoriented, dizzy, confused, completely out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even asking why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped asking. I
Yes.
just, I'm just processing it. I'm trying to process the sensation. My mind is empty, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm so tired. I just need to sleep.
Very good. Allow yourself to recharge and just orient yourself again. I'd like to ask you though, is this something that affects the body of Joanna?
Yeah.
In what way?
Somehow the body is carrying the stress still.
Mm-hmm.
And she just feels this way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she can't think and process information, like her mind is scrambled.
Mm-hmm.
She feels that sometimes.
Is this something that you would like to resolve today? Perhaps you can go back to that beautiful place through the
Yeah.
vortex. Would you like to go back to that place and heal yourself
Yes.
from that?
Yes.
Very good. Now allow yourself finding your way back through your heart, through the vortex and the waterfall, going to that beautiful place, the opposite of that hospital, where you can heal, rejuvenate, and find yourself. And tell me what happens.
I see myself sitting on the grass under a tree,
Mm-hmm.
and the tree energy is like coming down from the branches, but it looks like like the branches are above me. It looks like they're created like an umbrella
Mm-hmm.
above me, and they're radiating this healing energy, and it's coming through my head, and I see like these green lights like codes.
Mm-hmm.
They're just coming down and like going through my body, through my brain, clearing up the fog, clearing up the confusion, updating, almost like updating the system.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good.
Very good. Allow that to happen now. You don't want to leave anything undone. Take your time and tell me when you're done. Healing the body and mind of Joanna.
It's done.
Wonderful. Very good. Would you like to go back to that lifetime of Alice and revisit another memory? Do you feel like you
Yes.
need to? Very good. Let's go back there and go to the most appropriate time that you need to revisit today. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5, drifting and floating, going back now to the lifetime of Alice. 4, to revisit a memory that you need to find out about today. 3, allowing all the emotions, all the feelings, and all the information to come. 2, closer and closer now, and 1, be there now. And how old are you now?
I'm like 11 going on 12. I'm still in this hospital. They're still experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm again in this the room when they inject me with something again.
Mm-hmm. Is it the same substance, you think?
I don't think so. I think it's something else.
Did they strap you again?
Yeah, they did strap me at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They had to unstrap me later.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, my heart gives up. I'm dying.
Mm-hmm. And as your heart gives up, how does that feel in your body?
Like somebody hit me in the chest with a hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also like choking my throat.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel emotionally?
And once, in one moment, I got really scared,
Mm-hmm.
but then I understood. I saw, I got out of the body, and I wasn't sure that I'm dead. I just thought, I just thought that this is like part of the experiment. It feels just like I was in the chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and like getting out of my body became so easy.
I see.
And I'm out of my body,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that this body is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I see them. They're trying to revive me. They're
Mm-hmm.
trying to jolt me back to life with electricity, but nothing happens.
What do you think about all of this?
I'm seeing all of this from above.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
How do you
literally
feel about
like
being dead?
I don't feel dead. I'm just out of my body, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel great.
You feel great. Very good. Now, looking at that body, why do you think all of this had to happen?
Wow, I don't know. I'm just still in this room looking at them
Mm-hmm.
running and screaming, and the doctor is screaming at the nurse, and he is angry at himself
Mm-hmm.
that he overdid it.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of read his mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's beating himself up that he overdid it.
Mm-hmm.
He he will need to report to somebody else, and he's going to have to explain this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you
I'm
know?
just there. I'm just there. I'm just seeing them. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just here. It's weird. I'm in this hospital, and I don't see any light. I'm just like going from room to room,
Mm-hmm.
seeing the children, seeing the nurses. I see this doctor in his office. His head is in his hands. He's worried. He's
Mm-hmm.
really worried. I can tell that he's really disturbed with the fact that he died. He killed me.
Mm-hmm.
That was not his intention. I can tell.
Mm. What happens next? What happens to your soul?
I I get outside, and it's such a beautiful day, and I'm just like haven't seen such a beautiful nature in a long time. I'm just wandering around. It's summertime, and I'm at the beach. I'm sitting at the beach, and the sun is setting down. It's so beautiful and nice, and I'm happy that I'm out there. I see some people walking. I don't know if they see me or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just sitting there, like resting away from that horrible place, that other place. And just see this couple,
Mm-hmm.
these people, they're walking. And I can feel that they have love for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to feel that love too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I go up to them to do see me.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of hug the woman,
Does
and
she notice? Does she
she
notice?
kind of did. She kind
Mm-hmm.
of did, but she's hugging the man at the same time, and
Mm, I see.
she can't tell that this is something foreign. She just feels this hug, like a loving hug, and I kind of absorb into her leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm part of her leg now.
Mm-hmm. Did that happen unintentionally?
Yeah, I didn't know that this gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. And now what happens? How do you feel inside of her leg?
Well, I'm kind of excited because now I'm going with them.
Mm-hmm.
They seem so happy and nice, and they're in love.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so blissful.
Where did they go?
They, they they spend some time on the beach and then they go home.
Mm-hmm.
They have a dinner. They're just having their life.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens when it gets dark? They go to bed.
Yes, they
Are
go
you
to bed.
conscious of everything that they do?
Yeah, and I like it because it feels good. They're so
Mm-hmm.
nice to each other,
Mm-hmm.
so caring. You can feel their love for each other.
Do you have any idea what language they speak?
I think Italian, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure.
And can you understand what they're saying?
It's so strange because I don't understand this language, but I do understand it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange.
You can sense what they're saying.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
I get everything what they're saying, but
Yeah, but it
I
wasn't your
I don't speak
language.
that language. Yeah,
Okay, very good.
it feels good. They're going to have a family. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
have a baby.
Wonderful.
It feels so good, so loving,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm enjoying being part of this woman.
That's wonderful. Does she ever notice your presence?
I don't know. Let me see. Her right leg hurts sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what that's me,
Mm-hmm.
and it just hurts like not in any particular spot. It just like hurts from the knee below and where the knee is and half of the thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hurts, like it. I'm giving her this weird sensation, and it's because my whole body hurts
Mm-hmm.
somehow.
What
And
does
I
she
don't know.
think is wrong with her leg, or does she not pay attention?
She thinks that it's the pregnancy causing
I
this.
see. Mm-hmm. How long do you stay with these people? Let's move ahead in time and see.
Time. I see her old.
Mm-hmm.
She's dying.
Mm-hmm. And you're still with her.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying your time?
Yeah, very much.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice family.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had a family like that.
I see. Very good. What happens next?
Her spirit comes up
Mm-hmm.
of her body.
And what
And now
about you?
she sees me now.
She sees you.
Yeah, she's like, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of like I had to came out of the body too, because there was no more I don't know when like like I can't be in this body anymore because this body died.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't so I tell her that I was with her all this time.
Now that you're both spirits, is this a soul that you recognize?
uh, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she kind of seems like a this neighbor lady from Joanna's childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But she like she's shocked of my presence. And we're having a short conversation, and she goes to the light.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching all of this, and I'm like, how about me?
Mm-hmm. Did you know that you can go to the light?
No, I saw the light like pulled her in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of suspended there still.
Mm-hmm. And why
I,
is that?
I
Is
don't know
there
what to do.
part of you that needs to come in order for you to go to the light? What's the reason?
Maybe, I don't know. Like I'm just stuck.
Mm.
I'm like suspended in this place
Mm-hmm. How does
of
that make you feel?
nothingness. There's nothing here. There's like
Nothing.
just a void.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark and it's like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just in this space. And I'm like, oh, just floating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel anything. Nothing is happening. Just nothing. Complete nothing.
Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts as nothing is happening?
I have no thoughts.
No thoughts?
I'm part of this nothingness, and I'm the
Mm-hmm.
nothing, and the nothing is in me and outside of me and around me. It's like this, like like this void. I just don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this void. Nothing is happening.
Very good. Let's move ahead in time to a moment when something starts to happen. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. 1, moving through the void now. 2, to a moment when something starts to happen. And 3, be there now.
I'm still in the void, but I see a light,
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that light.
and the light is growing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being a, I'm being picked up.
Mm-hmm. How does that feel?
I was kind of intimidated first, but I'm in this. I'm in the process of being picked up, and I feel good. I feel very pleasant sensations. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
to worry about. No fear. I just feel good,
Mm-hmm.
peaceful, and I'm being picked up by this. It's like a spaceship or something.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What happens there? You enter the spaceship?
Yes, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm like in this waiting room where I'm gonna go through a light bath.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to, I don't know, purify my energy or something. I don't know. So I can be on this ship.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Allow yourself to bathe in that light. And then tell me what happens on that ship. Who else is here?
I see myself being purified in this light, and like the very moment the light is like purifying me, scanning me almost or something, I become this alien
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Wow. Okay.
I'm very skinny. I have I am golden yellow like a color. I don't have a gender. There's not even like these creatures. These uh, we don't go to the bathroom like humans go. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
those. We feed through absorbing energy, and we discard energetically that which is no longer needed or stuff like that. And I don't have a gender. I don't have a I don't have any organs like humans have, so you can determine if you're a boy or a girl. I don't have any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And,
What was that lifetime you lived as Alice all about? Why did you live that life?
I was part of some kind of military program where they were experimenting on children to enhance their talents
Mm-hmm.
and use them in the future for I don't know, spying purposes or some other stuff. I don't know, like some things like that.
Did you choose to be part of that experiment?
Let me see. I don't know about that. Yeah, it seems like that I agree to some things, but I didn't agree to other.
Mm-hmm.
And these people went way too far
Mm-hmm.
with their experiments, and they killed a lot of children through this. And the experiments caused me to lose my way. I couldn't find the light within me.
Mm-hmm. I
So,
see.
so they had to come and pick me up
Mm-hmm.
because I was. They did something to disconnect me from my light.
Mm-hmm.
The electrical shocks were.
Mm-hmm.
They they uh, they did something, and I got like so shocked, so separated that I couldn't find the light.
I
That's why I
see.
was so shocked that this woman was able to see the light right away, and
Mm.
it just pulled her in, and I couldn't do anything.
And what was the purpose of that lifetime? What was the thing that you wanted to achieve in that lifetime initially?
Also to enhance the talents, the psychic abilities.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that. It was just to strengthen it,
Mm-hmm.
open up to new possibilities, but they kind of,
Did they experiment on psychic abilities as well?
yeah, they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
yes. That's what they were mainly focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Once they discovered certain children have certain talents, and they discovered that she had a talent for like reading people's mind almost and
Mm-hmm. I
stuff.
see.
So they wanted to enhance her body and make her stronger, make her like a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't work out because they overdid it.
And has your soul benefited from that lifetime?
Mm,
Or have you suffered a setback?
I think there was a setback.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that I was not able to go back on my own and couldn't find my way attached to this woman, and just it wasn't like by the end I just got lost. I literally got
Mm-hmm.
lost. I couldn't like they disconnected me from my light, and I couldn't go back. But the
Mm-hmm.
abilities, they're still within me. They're
Mm-hmm.
still with me.
Very good.
And yeah,
As you're in this spaceship, is your life as Alice being evaluated?
not so much evaluated. They're like welcoming me back, and they're saying, "Welcome back," patting me on the back, and they're laughing, and they are telling me that they had to pick me up because I looked really dazed and confused, and
Mm-hmm.
I was looking right at them, but I wasn't coming, so they had to reach out and pull me in. They're kind of making fun of me, but it's not mean. It's just laughing from the at the situation. It's nothing mean, and they're also laughing because they know it's not easy
Mm-hmm.
to do the lives on Earth, because you have to deal with a lot of energies coming at you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to use discernment to figure it out what is your actual energy and what comes from other people.
Mm-hmm.
And once you learn that, things become easier. But before you learn that, things are really hard, because you don't know what's yours, what's not yours. And if you're very sensitive, you might think that you are mentally ill, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened to her. She was picking up on all these messages, thoughts, emotions, and instead of thinking that this comes from outside, she started to think that she's going crazy.
Mm-hmm. See, does your soul now stay in the body of this alien, or what happens next?
Yeah, I kind of go back and forth and do work on Earth, like I do reincarnate
Mm-hmm.
again. But
While
at this
you're,
time,
are you staying in the body of that alien while you are in a human body as well?
part of me is always in. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I see. And so, what happens next? Where you go next? What is your next mission on Earth?
Mm, I see a war,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm a soldier.
Mm-hmm. Are
And
you there yet, or are you just being shown what will happen?
I'm being shown
Mm-hmm.
that I'm the soldier, and I'm going to be a guard
Mm-hmm.
in a camp,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go through ups and downs, and I'm gonna have to find a way to not become like these other people, to not get consumed by the superiority they feel,
Mm-hmm.
by these. They think that they're better, but they're not. They're just humans.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be part of it, and I'm gonna experience all of these feelings of my parents and the people around me programming me from the very early childhood
Mm-hmm.
that I'm something better.
I
I
see.
like we going to be Germans, and I'm gonna be feeling this pride in the German blood, and I'm gonna feel that I'm better than all these other people, and I will have to overcome this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be about that. It's learning about other people, that everybody is the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Let's move ahead in time to that lifetime and see how you're doing. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5, moving ahead in time to that lifetime. 4, allowing the emotions and the feelings. 3, 2, and 1. Where are you now?
I'm in the like this little booth
Mm-hmm.
by the fence. It's an electric fence,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on guard. I'm guarding. This is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. It's foggy. It's kind of night, and you can kind of it's kind of like raining but drizzling, more drizzling. It's very cold. I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm just propped up in this little um, booth type of thing. This is for me to shield myself from the wind, and it's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
I have to like stomp my feet non-stop, not to freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just here watching the barracks, and it's miserable. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this. I do not enjoy this. This is horrible.
And what brought you here?
I volunteered for the army,
Mm-hmm.
and they trained me, and they sent some of us to this camp as a guard crew. As we're guarding, we are admitting the new prisoners in, and we're like guards. So I'm not any important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the the main guy or anything. I'm just a soldier, and I feel good that I'm the soldier, and I feel the discipline in me, and I feel strong, and I feel that I'm doing my work for my country. But at the same time, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't. I really can't tell anybody
Mm-hmm.
my feelings, because they are. It's a war, and there's the higher level of the military people, like the captains, generals, and all these guys. they're watching us, and you are in danger of being shot if you do
Mm-hmm.
something. If you try to help these prisoners,
Mm-hmm.
we are conditioned not to feel compassion for them. We are conditioned to treat them like animals.
Mm-hmm. What
But
is your name?
I don't do that. I don't want to. I'm just pretending that I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Herman.
Herman. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. How old are you now?
I'm 28 here.
28. How long have you been doing this?
God, it's been long, 4 miserable years.
Mm-hmm. What
I
did
seen
you
it
do
all.
before? Did you
I
do
was in
something
the
else?
I was in school. I was in school. I was a child. I was learning, and then I was in the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
Then they sent me to the front, and but I didn't. I really didn't get to participate in the battle because once I was there, they selected half of the unit, and we were sent to another place just in case the attack happens from that other side. And we were fine. Nothing happened there.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody died from our unit. Everybody was okay. Nothing happened. We were just waiting and just pretty much waiting, smoking cigarettes and eating bread and talking stories and laughing,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Okay.
And then I was sent to that. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, I was in the fight, and I got injured. That's why I was sent to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got injured. It seems like I got injured in my right arm
Mm-hmm.
somehow, and that caused the muscle to weaken, that I couldn't really hold the rifle anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn everything. Like I had to work out that arm and stuff. But the arm never came back to its full strength. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a turn in this camp. So I am the guard,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't be in the battle anymore.
Okay. Now see what happens there at the camp. Let's go to the next significant scene of your life there at the camp. Going to count from three to one. Three, two, and one. Be there now.
I see another load of people coming the train.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many of them. Jesus. Where are they coming from? Oh God. Anyway, I see them. They're being unloaded. I'm still standing in the little booth. I'm watching it from a distance, and I uh, I hear the cries, the screams, and I hear the soldiers yelling at them and pushing them and separating the children away from the mothers and separating the man from the woman. This is normal. Seen it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And I try not to, I just try to look somewhere else. I try not to participate in it. It breaks my heart, but there's nothing I can do. I'm just standing here. If I start to defend these people, I'll die myself. And I don't want to be, I don't want to be gassed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be shot. I don't want to be gassed. That must be horrible. And I see these people. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Yeah, this is sad. This is horrible. And the weather is horrible. The weather is so miserable. So cold. Jesus. My socks have holes all over and I'm so cold, so freezing. all the time. My feet are cold. Smoking another cigarette, just looking at these people. And I'm kind of trying to close my ears to these sounds. I don't want to hear those sounds. I'm starting to look somewhere else. I'm like, um, I'm doing this like little mantra in my head that I want this to be over with. I don't want to be here anymore. I want this to end. I want this war to end. I'm so tired of this. So many people dying here. This is a horrible place. And they didn't do anything. They really, truly didn't do anything. I feel horrible for everybody.
What happens next?
Just another day, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking through the snow. I'm, uh, I'm cold. I have to go inside, and we have our own barracks, sort of to say, for the soldiers, for the guards, and we have fire there and warm soup. That I like the soup. The soup is really good. I like that. And we are playing cards. Some they even have some alcohol. I don't know how they did the alcohol. I don't know. Somebody made it. Somebody made it out of apples. How funny. Yeah, we're drinking this thing and laughing and trying to forget about the situation we are in, separate ourselves from. There's I know that the other soldiers, they feel like me, but nobody's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody we are everyone is afraid to speak up, because they know that the next one might tell on them, and then
Mm-hmm.
there will be consequences. So we are just kept quiet this way, and with the intimidation of pretty much death.
Mm-hmm.
And we just do our work. And I'm just I'm just happy that I'm the guard, that I don't have to go into the barracks, that I don't have to see what's going on inside there. I don't want to see it even. I don't want to even think about it. It must be horrible. These people look like skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting worse and worse. That's miserable. But we have the fire here, and we are. I'm warming up. My feet are warming up finally, because it felt so horrible. Like I couldn't feel my feet, and yeah, and we're here. We're here.
Do you ever get to leave this place? Let's move ahead in time and see if the war ever ends or if you ever get to leave this place. Go to the most appropriate time and tell me what happens.
Oh, it seems like it's the last. It's like the last day we are in this camp, in terms of the Russian army is coming,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been hearing this for a while now, and they're getting closer supposedly, and I can't. We need we supposed to stay on guard, and protect this camp, and but something is wrong, because I see that the important guy and the important doctor are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they left. They're not here with us anymore, and we have ordered to protect the camp.
Mm-hmm.
and we can literally see the other soldiers in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening, and everybody panics, and we start to shoot at them,
Mm-hmm.
and and the planes are coming, and it's a full blown battle, and I'm hiding. I'm laying there in the like a ditch, and I'm shooting at them with my rifle. I'm like a sniper. I got a couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know we're not gonna win. I know this is my I know this is over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I kind of want to give up, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know how. I don't have anything white on me. I don't have a napkin or anything to wave that I'm giving up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh my, yeah, yeah. A
What's on your
grenade,
mind?
a
What's on your
grenade,
mind? Uh-huh.
grenade, grenade. Yeah, yeah the grenade, the grenade. Somebody threw a grenade and it blew up. I'm in the pieces. My body is in the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I see the pieces of my body, and I got like jolted out of this body,
Mm-hmm.
and I see all of it, all the parts are laying there, scattered on the fence and on the scrolls. It's just a piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Uh,
How are you feeling about this?
uh, I don't know. I feel relief and I feel confusion, and I'm being pulled back like. I'm just being pulled back. I don't see no light. I just
Mm-hmm.
like I'm falling into like I'm suspended in the space, but I'm falling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird feeling, but I don't see anything anymore.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know. It's making me dizzy,
Mm-hmm.
like spinning. I'm spinning like in the vortex,
Mm-hmm.
and now I kind of I'm going through this vortex, and I kind of popped up through the vortex out. But now I'm like in Joanna's chest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
popped up through the vortex in the chest.
mm-hmm.
I'm
uh,
like looking through it like through a window.
and at what point in Joanna's life did you pop up in her chest?
Mm. I kind of see her now. Like now?
Mm-hmm.
This is now.
Okay. What happened in the time between you died and the time that you popped up in Joanna's chest? Did anything else happen while you were falling and falling?
No, just was like pulled into this vortex, and then I kept falling in this vortex type of situation. And then I started to spin, and I popped up through the through this vortex, and the vortex looked like a funnel, it started with a tiny thing, and then it opened up, and I'm just here now.
Mm-hmm. Is the vortex a portal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Describe the function of that vortex, if you can.
What comes to mind is the fact that this is like the place where you can access all the memories and the past events, and revisit them and connect and understand more. And through the understanding, you can kind of heal yourself from that point,
Mm-hmm.
because that understanding brings a different perspective, and you start to think differently, and your energy changes.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Now, what happened to the soul of Herman after he died in the war? Is that something we're allowed to find out today?
Uh,
Did he get to evaluate his life?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Would you like to go back and show us?
yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's go there. I'm going to count from 3, 2, 1, going back to the moment that Herman died and see how his soul fares in looking back on that lifetime. 3, 2, 1, be there now.
I understand the lessons. I could feel them very clearly before I died.
Mm-hmm.
I understood that that's not the way, that we're not supposed to be doing this and hurting these people like that. They're just like us. There's no superiority, like they told us in our childhood. There's no such a thing. We're the same.
And how have you performed in that lifetime? Are you pleased?
Considering the circumstances, yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What lessons
Yes.
have you learned the lessons that you set out to learn?
Yes. I,
Very
f-
good.
I felt it, I experienced it, and I have understanding, compassion, and empathy now, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to experience such a thing ever again.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What happens next? Do you get to choose the next life, or do you stay in spirit realm for a while?
I What I'm sensing, what I'm seeing is that Herman's soul is a part of a bigger soul,
Mm-hmm.
and Joanna's soul is a part of this bigger soul as well.
Mm-hmm.
And all these lives are kind of happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part hard to understand, and explain. They're all happening at the same time, and you might have thoughts pop up and
Mm-hmm.
sensation in your body which are actually coming from that parallel life.
Mm-hmm.
It seems so complicated. This is the easiest way I can describe this.
Mm-hmm.
This is like I found idea. This is imagine that you are like a sea creature, like one of those like a sea stars or something like that, but it has many appendages, many little,
Tentacles.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
tentacles, and on the end of each tentacle there is like this apparatus which is
Mm-hmm.
feeding
Yes.
and picking up on all the plankton and
Mm-hmm.
stuff coming by. So you can compare the soul situation to something like that.
Mm-hmm.
There is this main source of this main body, and then all the appendages, all those little needles, sort of to say, these are the lives,
Mm-hmm.
and these are the fragments of the souls, of the
Yes.
same major soul. And some people call it oversoul, but
Yes.
there's this is like this. Like it goes even deeper and farther. There's another oversoul of this little oversoul,
Mm-hmm.
and it's even more expanded, and it has even more appendages, sort of to say, and it has more experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all learning experiences, and yeah, I don't know if I described this
Yes, you
good
described
enough.
it. You described it very well. So,
So it's happening all the same time, and they, if you get hurt, like one of those needles, those little appendages gets hurt, for example, or died or something, the other parts they can sense it,
mm-hmm.
and the more you, the higher you are in your soul understanding and evolution, the more you're gonna feel these things.
Mm-hmm.
And your job is to discern and recognize those feelings, and kind of like put them in the right places, like you folding your clothing and putting the socks here, the t-shirts here, the sweatshirts here, and you like compart I can't say that word, like compartments, like you're putting all those pieces back where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've advanced enough, if you reach certain point, you are able to pick up on that, what happened in that other life, and
Mm-hmm.
you can connect in a meditation or in a prayer or in a quiet time. You can connect to that part of yourself and help it to understand and get the lessons out of the situation, and kind of heal yourself from the memories,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes the memories are very traumatic, and it's really hard to process, and especially if the soul is not that experienced, and it doesn't mean that it's a soul of a child. That's not what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Unexperienced soul is just a soul which kind of started its journey through the lessons,
Mm-hmm.
and many souls who came to experience the war.
Mm-hmm.
They were very advanced souls, and they were
Mm.
even if they died young, they were advanced souls, and they knew what to do. But the worst situation is when the soul gets so scared and so shocked in a physical body that it's so traumatized that it freezes. That's like that happens to even to those evolved souls. Sometimes it's too much. The trauma, sometimes it's too much, and the soul freezes, and then
Mm-hmm.
it needs help. And sometimes you might feel this within your life as a blockage or inability to do something, or some unexplained pain, or some unexplained dilemmas, or fears. Yeah.
I see.
And then the soul usually needs help, and it's not so easy with getting the help, because the soul has to realize itself first and then ask for the help. We cannot help till that process is done, and some
Mm-hmm.
souls take a very long time to even recognize that there is somewhere to go, that there's something else besides being disconnected from your own body. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just it seems like there's a lot of things happening at the same time, and energetically it's very multi-dimensional, and there are forces which you can't see, but they're there, and they're just being attracted to certain energies, and that is also a difficulty for a lost soul, that they have they're surrounded with a wrong crowd, sort of to say, and they're being kept in the state of not moving on. Like it takes some takes like a jolt for them to move on, and sometimes it's something they observe
Mm-hmm.
in other people's lives, and that triggers it. Sometimes it happens in their own life. There has to be a trigger. There has to be like this trigger. Otherwise, the soul is kind of mindless, sort of to
Mm.
say. It's just like going through the motions and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really have a direction. Or yeah, it's hard to get the souls out of
Mm-hmm.
that state. And there's other forces who keep the souls in that state,
Very good.
because it's beneficial to them to keep as
Mm.
many souls as possible in that state, because then that soul is still that soul is still reincarnating somehow. I don't understand the process of it, and I'm not able to explain it. But even though you go through your somehow you're reincarnating again, and sometimes you are like you attach yourself to somebody during the birthing process, and there is two souls then.
Mm-hmm.
And but this isn't like it's been planned. This is unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
This is causing disturbance, and people sometimes people like literally go crazy from it.
Mm-hmm.
They develop a mental illness. They can't. They have trouble dealing with that.
So the last soul finds a baby to attach to? Is that it?
Yeah, but this is it's not like a norm. It's very it's there is a possibility like that. They can do that. They can also attach themselves to adult
Mm-hmm. Is it
or
because they want to be in a body, in a human body?
yes, it's
Mm-hmm.
like they want to live. They want to continue,
Yeah.
and from that space of that confusion and suspension, they're not able to. So they're reaching out and they're trying to find a way of getting back into a body.
Incarnating without going back to the light.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's. I know it's very confusing concept, and it's really hard to understand this. But I see this happening,
Mm-hmm.
and some people are more susceptible to it, and that's what happens. And these people are they're so that's really nobody's fault. It's just how it is. It's just
Mm-hmm.
how it is.
May I speak? Who is asking? Who is speak? Ask who is speaking now.
This is Herman's higher self.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And
And did Herman reincarnate after that lifetime, or is he lost?
no, he went to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Herman was able to go to the light. But a little piece of him is left there in that concentration camp.
Mm-hmm. Would you
And
like us to bring that piece of him back to the light?
yes, please.
Very good. How shall we do that? What would be the most effective way?
Just bring a healing light, pink
Mm-hmm.
light,
Bringing a beautiful pink and healing light.
and shining it to the place where the grenade exploded and
Very good.
separated his body into tiny pieces.
I can see it now. Beautiful pink light.
We need to
And
put this body together.
like a spotlight now, looking for that piece of him that is still there. Have you found it?
Yes.
Very good. Now let's put it back with the rest of his soul. This is part of your soul, Herman. Take that part. Embrace it.
Yes.
Very good. How are you doing?
Good. It's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so, as I understand it, but I want to make sure that I understand correctly, your soul is part of the same oversoul as Joanna?
Yes.
Very good. And why has Joanna been shown the lives of Herman and Alice today?
This is an answer to the question.
Mm-hmm.
This
I
is
see.
why these memories were coming back and
Mm-hmm.
popping up in her mind. And this is We need to heal the fear which
Mm-hmm.
was created in the life of Allison.
Very good. Let's heal that fear. And perhaps, I don't know, is it a good thing that she is able to, that she is so connected to the other parts of her oversoul that she is experiencing things that may hinder her in her life as Joanna? Is this a good thing? Does it need to be that way?
No need anymore
Mm-hmm.
for that. It's just causing discomfort and
Mm-hmm. So, how can we shield
unfortunately,
her from the energies that she can take the lessons from those other souls without being disturbed by it?
we need to heal the fear within this child,
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Allison. Have to go back where she's laying there on this table and they're
Very good.
experimenting.
Very good. Let's go there. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. Let's go back there. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. And what is happening?
I've been brought to the room again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already strapped to the bed. And I feel the fear growing in me.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do something with me again. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm so terrified.
I understand why you're scared. This keeps happening over and over, but it's something that is in the past now. So please allow yourself to heal from that fear and from all the things, all those horrible things that have happened to you. So that,
I want to be freed of this bed. I want to be
mm-hmm,
freed of these leather straps.
very good. Let's unstrap you now, once and for all.
Yeah.
Very good. And now do whatever you like. Sit up, stand up, and just stretch your body. No one's gonna hurt you now. Completely free, completely safe. Look around. No one's gonna hurt you. How does that feel?
Feels peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Now look inside your heart and look inside your body and look inside your mind. Is there any fear residing there?
I don't feel no fear anymore.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure it's all gone?
No, it's actually in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in my stomach.
It's in your stomach. Very good. Let's go to your stomach. Connect with that fear and grab it and pull it out of your stomach. All in one piece, not in small pieces, all in one piece, one big ball of fear. Taking it out of your stomach now. Doing very good. And where will you place that fear now? What will you do with it now that you have complete control over it?
I'm going to calm it down and release it to the light, to the angels.
That's a very good idea. Go ahead and do that. You need some help.
I can do it.
Very good.
I'm
And
calming it down like an animal, like a little kitty.
very good. You're in control.
Hugging it and telling it that it's okay to be scared, but there's no need for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And from now on, just good things will happen, healing, and the love will be always with you,
Mm-hmm.
and you always will feel good and cared for and loved, and that's important. No one will ever disregard you anymore.
Wonderful.
And now the angels are taking this fear for healing. Yes, it's going to be healed.
Very good. Thank you so much, Alice. Is there anything that you would like to tell Joanna?
We're connected,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't need to feel this fear anymore. It was coming from my life, from my experiences. Nothing happened to you like that. You can be, you can feel safe. You're not gonna be tortured. You're not gonna be experimented on. They can't do anything to you anymore. Don't need you to be fearful anymore. I'm going to bring a pink light and a rainbow light. And those lights are going into her stomach, warming up, healing the place, healing the stomach, shining a light there, bringing love there, making you feel peaceful and confident within yourself, strong, confident. You have power. Your words have power. And you can protect yourself always.
Thank you so much, Alice.
Thank you.
Now, let's go back to Joanna now. Joanna,
Yes,
how are you feeling?
I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. I'm having a cramp in my leg though, but
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I feel good. I feel peaceful and okay.
Would you like to scan your body now?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's do that. Scan your body from top to bottom. And you can open your eyes now.
Oh boy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
That was quite a session.
yeah. I'm so warm right now. My feet are like pulsating and burning, where before they were cold. They were so cold that I could, like, clink my bones, sort of, to say. Wow.
That was really interesting.
Yeah, I'm still kind of like, my head isn't. I'm still coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. But I like the like right now. I still have the sensation of my legs are nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so good. Especially like, my legs are a lot cold, and I
Mm-hmm.
get cramps in my
Yeah.
feet because of the coldness. And that went. I had the cramp.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I just like don't remember right now what was next. But somehow I started to warm up, and
Mm.
this heat overcame my whole body, and like starting with the legs, with the feet.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Mm.
maybe Herman got his body back finally and doesn't have to be cold.
Oh yeah, the cold feet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
cold feet, yeah.
What a miserable
Oh my
life.
goodness, yeah. Yeah.